everyone, welcome back to another episode of A Lady's Garden. And here we are, all neat and tidied up. The leaves already began to, do its thing and leaf it up, but that's okay. So I went ahead and I put paper bags. I had a lot of paper bags saved from various outings, and so I used those. I put the paper bags down, but actually before I put the paper bags down, this time I did get compost, just bagged compost from my local, big box store, and I put that down first. So I just used a thin layer of compost everywhere, and then I put the paper bags down on top of that. I made sure to wet each layer, and then I put the paper bags down, and then I put the mulch down. And luckily for me, it only took 3 bags of mulch to do this entire area, because remember, I only wanted to put a very thin layer. I know once we get into full fall season where all the leaves are falling, that I'd end up blowing some of them out. I'll try my best not to, but it's no guarantee once you start trying to do the leaf cleanup, at least for me. I also had 2 just stepping stones that I got from trying to attempt to make a flagstone pathway for the sitting area over the summer. But when I purchased these, they were actually broken. You can't even really tell. Well, maybe you can, but they were chipped, and I found them in, I guess, a discounted area. So I didn't want to commit to buying, not that it was super expensive, but I didn't want to commit to buying the stone. And it's just like a concrete paver to look like a flagstone. I didn't want to commit to buying like a lot of them, so I just bought a couple of pieces that were broken, and I got them for really 50 cents, and it couldn't be that. And then when it didn't work out in the sitting area, I didn't want to get rid of them, so I kept them in the garage. And then once I started to do this project, I figured it would be perfect for me just to have a little stepping stone to get to the hose. But overall, I am very pleased with it. Hopefully everything, goes as planned, and once we get to the part where we can plant flowers next spring, I'm hoping that really turns out well. Over here, I don't know what type of flagstone or stepping stone I want to put. I mean, I guess I could probably go back and search for the same type of just discount stone. Just pop one here and one over there. And I know you guys notice this one's missing. So she's over here getting some sun. I'm hoping to get them to bloom a bit more so I can cut them, bring them inside, because I know, it's the cold is coming, the frost is coming. And over here, I always look for pot raisers to raise the pot off the concrete or the ground or whatnot, mostly concrete if you have concrete paver. And over here, this is what I use. I just use bottle caps. So, I mean, we try not to use, I think everyone is, we're being conscious of how much plastic we use and where we dispose of, but the truth is you can't really get around all plastic. I mean, when you buy your bottles, we do recycle very much, but I keep the plastic caps, or I've kept plastic caps, and I use them as pot raisers for various, pots that I have on a solid surface at least. The ones back there, I do have some plastic caps under them, and if it's where you can see them, then I usually spray them black. For here, I didn't spray them black because the pot did a good job of covering all of them. So let's get into some more ideas that I have. So one of the ideas that I have, now these are Green Mountain boxwoods in these 2 planters, concrete planters. And I was thinking about rehoming them. They've actually been in these containers for quite some time. Yeah, they have been. So I was thinking about popping them out. I know their roots are probably filled that entire container. I was thinking about placing them somewhere else in the garden, and I was thinking about getting elephant ears. Now, obviously, it's not going to be something that's going to be winter hardy. It'll probably die back. I'll probably have to, I'm pretty sure it's like a a bulb, elephant ear bulb, but I thought it would just look lovely to have those big, bold plants here. So it's an idea. I'm still kind of turning it because I know once I get those boxwoods out of the pots, that one to the corner over there where the spigot is, he's not as, I guess, vibrant looking as this one here. You can even see the shape, little miss. I mean, maybe that's just me not pruning it, but however, so that's one idea. Next idea I have going on, I moved the bench. I moved the bench completely. And I put it over here. And I mean, I move things around a lot in my garden, as I'm sure you guys have seen. Can't help it. I just do it. But I was thinking about doing a little, I guess a vignette, of course, as usual. And I have this pot, but I know where I can get more. And maybe I can do like 2 sets of 3s. So on either side, and then I can put different plants in them, maybe a bulb show, and kind of keep this bench here. Like again, it's not for sitting. Poor thing's moved so many times already, but I really kind of like it here. It just makes a little bit, it kind of makes it a little different. I've been having a harder time finding plants to go under here, even though the boxwoods seem to be happy. But I don't know. We'll see what happens. Before I go and buy any pots, make a list of buying pots, I'll have to just kind of sit with this for a little while and kind of check it out. But let me show you guys a rose that decided to appear. So the leaves on the David Austin roses have been slowly coming off. I think it just got hot because now I see new leaves trying to appear. So hopefully they're okay. But I did get a fall rose. Just so very pretty. And overall, I mean, that's about it. Still working on things, working on cleaning up. What I think I want to do this year, which I have done partly in previous years, we usually, when we start to clean up, take the leaves, mulch it up, and spread a thin layer. But sometimes it usually blows away because it's dried leaves. So my idea is to, when I get a bulk of leaves and we start that real initial cleanup, I am going to mulch the leaves, but I'm also going to mix compost into the leaf mix, or the mulched leaves, to kind of give it a little bit of weight. I'm going to water it down, and then I'm going to spread a thin layer everywhere to put the plants to bed before springtime. I won't be doing that here, but I'll be doing it everywhere else. I figured, could it really hurt? You know, mix mulched leaves, a little bit of compost, and then lay it a nice thin layer. I figured the compost, the wet compost, would give, I mean, eventually it's going to dry, but it would give the leaves some weight to kind of not blow away and blow all over the place. So that's an idea. Over here, I was actually thinking, in this empty container, I was thinking of using or getting garlic, seed garlic, and trying garlic. I've never formally planted garlic. I did, as I told you guys in the last video, I did use some to try to avert my little vole friends that come and pay a visit to my lamium, but I'm actually having a hard time finding seed garlic that I can use, and I don't want to just go to the grocery store and use that. So we'll have to see if I find some on my travels. But last but certainly not least, I would like to show you guys a new addition to the garden. Yes, another tree. And this is a redbud tree, multi-trunk redbud tree. Initially, I thought I was going to go with a Quonset cherry tree, but on my travels in garden centers, I saw this. It is at the end of the season, so it's not looking as fresh, but we see leaves, so we can hope that in the springtime we will see flowers. So I'm hoping that it comes back, because I know when you buy a plant at the end of the season, sometimes it's, you know, it's a gamble. I think when you buy all plants, it's a gamble. The good thing about this investment is that it wasn't pricey. It was significantly discounted because it was an end of a season plant. So I'm really excited to have it. I'm really hoping it comes back. So it's something to look forward to this spring, or next spring rather, to see the beautiful pink flowers on a redbud tree. Because you guys know, if you've been following me, and I thank you for following me, I like pink flowers a lot. I like all sorts of flowers, but pink somehow has a place in my heart. So I'm going to end the video on here. I hope everyone's having a great week and a great weekend ahead, and I will see you guys in the next video. Happy gardening, fellow gardeners. Bye.